Hey everybody, my name is Jo and I love to read. Today I'm going to be doing a video that I've never done before, I don't think, because I don't think I've actually ever been in this situation before. I'm in the middle of a stack of books. It is never normally this bad and I never used to be someone that was in the middle of multiple. I keep trying to non-permanently DNF books in the hopes that I'm going to want to pick them up again, but I think it's living my fantasy life that I'm going to enjoy the books, the ones that I've decided that I'm not enjoying, and I'm just not being as harsh as I used to. It is a bit of an experiment and reading does change over the years, and this is something that has kind of happened as I've become a mum for the first time, and so it's been a bit of an experimentation. And there have been books and series that I have DNF'd not permanently and then come back and still really enjoyed the book, but it also, when it gets to this point where it's this bad, you can't even see the extent of it, where I just, at this point, I want to say enough's enough, because this all started because I started to read a new book again. I actually finished a book, The Last Kingdom by Bernard Cornwell. I really enjoyed it. I read it really quickly. No, not really quickly, but I read it without getting distracted by other things. Towards the end, I was really getting a little bit bored and really wanting to read Well of Darkness, but I pushed through. I didn't let myself pick up this one. I really wanted to get this one finished, so I think that's going to be key as well, that I've really, with this pile, let myself bounce around on different indulgences. I don't think that's a benefit for me with my reading. I really think I need to just stick with the book and finish it, and then if I'm still interested, go on to that one that I was thinking about. Obviously, it's my life and it's just hobbies, so I may not do this, but this is just another evolution as I'm learning. Then I picked up Will of Darkness a few days ago, knew it was a villain story, and I really enjoy the writing style of the two authors, Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman, but whenever I think about reading this book, I'm up to page 18, whenever I thought about picking it up today, and I actually had multiple opportunities to pick it up today, I just felt really negative and bad about it. I really didn't want to do it. I really didn't want to read, and well, I didn't want to read it. Not that I didn't want to read, but I didn't want to read it. So I just went, nah, let's put this down. And then I just thought, well, is there another book now on my big current reads pile that I might want to pick up? And looking at all of them, I'm just like, no, I don't want to read any of them. So then I got this video idea that I thought I would sit down, go through every book, look at it again, give it the time of day to look at it in a video, and then decide, okay, am I going to continue to read this? Am I going to put it back on my shelf, or am I going to get rid of it? Now I'm really hoping that it's either going to be one or the other for a lot of them. I don't really want to put them back on my shelf to sit there forever. Hopefully the fact that I've taken them away from where they were sitting, they'll be a bit more demystified and I might be able to make some harsher choices, because I just don't want to continuously have a stack of books that I can't let go of but I'm not enjoying. The first one I'm going to talk about is Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. Using a photo and some tabs as bookmarks. I started to annotate this one and it's just not gripping me in the way that I was hoping it was going to. I've been so excited to read this for many, many years, and I was so excited to pick it up from a local book fair, and just reading it, it just didn't grip me in the way that I was hoping it to. So I'm gonna pull the tabs off. I'll leave the highlights, for me, I say highlights, but it's just underline pencil. I'll leave that on there, but I'll pull the tabs off and I'm gonna get rid of it because I really want to enjoy it, but I had made it to, based on this, I'd made it to about page 85 and it just was not gripping me. So there's other things that I can go on to and read, and that's what I've just got to remember, is that there's other books. I'm at the stage with my TBR pile that I've got so many. It's not like I want to push through any books because there's nothing else to read. There is a whole world out there for me to read, and I'm lucky enough to have the means to get more things, and I've already got so many that I can read, so I just need to be a bit more harsher and get rid of some things. So the next one is The First World War, An Illustrated History by A.J.P. Taylor. This one, a little bit of a content warning because it has a skeleton on the cover. I picked this up on a whim because I don't even know what it was, whether we were talking about World War I or something happened and I researched it a bit and then I wanted to keep reading. This one I am going to keep. I don't remember whether I put it down. I don't think because I was not interested, but because something else grabbed my attention. But it never felt like a non-fiction that was boring for me. That being said, I already think I know what I want to read next. Everything that I keep, I am going to put it back on my shelves to be picked at later when I'm in the mood. Then I've got the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I think I am going to get rid of this one. It's not that there's anything wrong with it necessarily, and it does pain me a little bit that I am getting rid of it because I bought it as a comp to read, possibly for my own book, to understand cozy fantasy a bit more, but it's just not gripping me. I got up to whichever, that was like chapter 4, page 30 or something, and I just had no real desire to keep going with it. Not that I give up on the cozy fantasy genre altogether, I'm just not going to force myself to read it, and if I decide later on down the track that I really want to, then I will. But let's embrace the vibes today. Now I've got a bookmark back, which is very exciting. Now we've got A Court of Wings and Ruins by Sarah J Maas. I'm up to here. This is probably the closest one to what I would continue reading straight away, except I already have another skinny book picked out. I also tend to want to read these back to back almost, and then have a bit of a break and then come back and read them. I read the start of this one really quickly as soon as I finished the previous one because it was just high in the drama and I was really enjoying it. But I've had a bit of a break now because I do not care about the war. That being said, I do want to read this, and it is a relaxing read for me, so this one is going to be kept. And I probably could continue it quite happily today, but I am really excited for the book that I've picked out, and it's a small book, so I'm going to do that one, and then I might bounce to this one, we'll see. The next one I've got is New Moon, which I've started to annotate. I picked it up on a whim because of reels online. I have a lot of Twilight stuff in my feeds right now and I keep liking it all, so more stuff comes up, and I was just really feeling like continuing on with my reread. I'm annotating it, but whenever I think about it, I'm just not excited. I think I'm just safe to put this one back on my shelf now. I am going to keep it because it's my original copy and I'll probably always keep my Twilight books. I have Born Survivors by Wendy Holden. This is 3 different stories of mothers during the Holocaust and how they ended up surviving and having their miracle babies at a time that a lot of children and pregnancies didn't survive. I'm going to get rid of this one, and that does pain me to do it. It follows 3 different mothers. The first mother, I was super engaged with her story. It starts off with recounting the very slow emergence of the persecution of the Jews. That was really fascinating to have it described how slowly their freedoms were getting taken away. Horrific, of course, but it was really interesting. Now, though, that we're up to our 3rd mother, it just feels kind of repetitive, and I feel, again, I'm really terrible, like, sorry for saying that, it's really terrible, but I have thought about picking this one up a lot of times when I've thought about this pile of current reads and what do I want to read next, and every time I go to, I just think, I just can't, because it just is not interesting me anymore now that we've gone back to the same place that we were with the other 2 women, with a 3rd woman, and I just don't want to read through that, so I'm going to get rid of this one, sadly. But that's how I feel, and we've got another bookmark back. Finally, we've got The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I'm also going to get rid of this one as well, and it also pains me, which, like, this is why I haven't gotten rid of another bookmark. This is why I haven't gotten rid of a lot of these, and I haven't done this until now, because I really want to like all of these books. I really want to finish them. When I go to read it, I just think I don't want to do it, and I really, really wanted to enjoy this entire series because it's dinosaurs and because it's Jurassic Park, and that's so fascinating, and I loved Jurassic Park itself. That was so good, and I just cannot get into this one. I can't remember how long I've DNF'd it for. It was something ridiculous, like I've had this for a year or 2 or something in between starting it till then when I tried to pick it up recently, and I've put it down again. I can't I can't get into it, and even though we're at a part now where I think that the action is supposed to start up again and get going, I'm over it at this point, and I just need to say goodbye. So I'm gonna keep Jurassic Park possibly forever because I'm so proud that I enjoyed it, but I just don't think that Michael Crichton is the author for me. I would like to read other sci-fi thrillers like this, but I'm gonna have to pick a different author because I'm just not interested. So same thing, I'm gonna pull the tabs off but keep my annotations. Sorry to whoever picks it up and gets disappointed that my annotations stop. My current reads now just cleared and I feel so fresh. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in this video. Have you had to do anything like this? Are you ever in the middle of books? Talk to me about what your reading is like so far. Has it ever changed because of some big life event? It probably is motherhood. It's just fascinating to watch over the years, and I guess to document this as well. Maybe I wouldn't think so much about it if I wasn't on booktube. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Leave a comment if you are inspired to do so. If you would like to comment but you don't know what to say, then leave some kind of orange colored emoji, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you would like to as well. Bye!